Brian.
This is Steve.
This is the Brian and Steve Show.
Brian and Steve Show.
Today we're going to talk a little bit about a movie that's coming out in Japan. I don't know why we're not getting it in here.
Octopuses versus Godzilla. You got to check it out.
Yes, exactly. Octopuses versus Godzilla.
No. That's definitely not it. What was the movie we're talking about?
Battle of Gods.
Oh, that one.
Yes, that one. That movie.
movie.
Yes.
Just a little bit of anticipation.
A little bit of anticipation, especially for Steve and I and a bunch of people all over the world. I mean, Dragon Ball Z has been, and Dragon Ball, and even to some extent, for some people, Dragon Ball GT has become one of their favorite animes, if not,
well,
considered one of the best of all time. It influenced a lot of other ones.
Walk up to the just a random person and you say anime, you either think of hentai.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Or you think of DBZ.
Yeah.
I mean, Naruto is really cutting it close.
Yeah.
A lot of people think of that in Bleach, but the average everyday person is going to think of a Kamehameha.
Exactly.
And they don't even live in Hawaii.
Yeah, and most people, when they see, and most people know what a Super Saiyan is.
Yes.
So, and
actually, I like it when they don't, and they see it's like, what just happened to
yeah,
him?
it's kind of like Chi-Chi's when she first sees Gohan with his hair in the Cell game saga, or near the end of whatever Cell, Perfect Cell or whatever, and he has his hair, and she's like, "What did you do to your hair? Did you bleach it or whatever?"
The old people is better than damn punks.
Damn punks, yeah. So.
But back to the Battle of
Gods today.
Yes.
Today, I know I've been searching, so Steve online, trying to find this Goku Super Saiyan God form.
Heard so many different rumors. It's almost like trying to find information on Star Wars. If you remember hitting that every day, just like, oh, they got to release something else.
Yeah. What is the Millennium Falcon? I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
But this for us, we've been checking out, and finally today, I guess our prayers have been answered. They finally had a picture of Goku as a Super Saiyan God.
Yes.
Super Saiyan God form, which we will have a picture.
Well, yeah, oh yeah. Well, I mentioned the fact that there's so many different rumors or whatnot because I heard, oh, it's official. He's gonna have a blue aura, and then I'll see another picture where he almost looks like Super Saiyan 3, and it's like, oh, this is official, And then other people are like, oh, it looks basically like GT.
Yeah.
What do you believe? He's got a blue aura, looks like Super Saiyan 3 and 4.
Yes. Yeah. And of course, a lot of obviously Dragon Ball Z fans have seen the pictures of him, where he looks like Super Saiyan 4 or Super Saiyan, whatever 4.
Well,
whatever you think.
Well, we're not all Japanese.
We're not all Japanese, so we'll say Super Saiyan 4. Basically recolored to gold fur and gold hair. And I thought for a while that that's what it was going to be, until recent rumors said it was not. And then today we got a picture from VJUG magazine in Japan, which shows that he is not going to have gold hair. In fact, it's red, and he's going to have red eyeballs. So, which, in a way, at first I was kind of a little bit underwhelmed, but then I started thinking about it a little bit more. I don't know if Steve does too, but if the rumors are true about the way the movie ends, which I don't want to spoil anything for you.
Well, actually, let's give warning. We will talk spoilers.
Okay,
here.
okay, we will do some spoilers.
Try our next video if you don't want any spoilers.
Yeah. Well, basically, he becomes a Super Saiyan God because he has to have the power of 5 other, including himself. It'd be 6 pure-hearted Saiyans, giving him this power to change into the God. The thing is, the God mode only lasts for a certain amount of time. So here he is. He's fighting Bills.
Now, to specify on only a short amount of time, that's only what Goku can handle versus...
Possibly. Yes, possibly. We don't know yet.
I figure I don't want it to be another fusion thing like Fusion Ha. 30 minutes later, he has to be separated, where I want it, or I'm hoping, cross my fingers, that Goku's just got to get used to that power, got to get strong enough to maintain it past 30 minutes.
Well, yeah.
Because you were telling me earlier, this is not the final form of Super Saiyan God.
Yeah.
This is the entry level.
Yeah, it's kind of like when he first turned into Super Saiyan for the first time, and then of course Gohan surpasses it,
And then everybody did.
But as far as time limits, it made me think back in the Majin Buu saga, when he first becomes a Super Saiyan 3 for the first time. King Kai is upset at him because he's using up all this energy, and he's going to lose the time on Earth because he used that.
Well, that's a little bit of a different story once you start to read the Japanese. I watched everything with the Japanese translation underneath because it's a big beef of mine, but Funimation will have total different stories, different wording. In fact, I was reading about GT last night because I was worried about how that fits into the canon. Yeah, research that. That's fun. A lot of people crying about that, but it's not. I can't speak for, I guess, Toriyama, but it is not officially a part of the story. This is going to be, hence the excitement.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
So
derailed my own train of thought there. Talking about GT.
yeah, well, I mean, GT has its moments. But
Oh, it's a great story. It's just.
It's not Toriyama. I mean,
Yeah.
It is cool that the Super Saiyan 4 was designed by Toriyama as far as he drew the actual
Well, and I
drawings.
also like that it did bring the monkiness out in the form
the user
versus just being some Swedish person, getting blonde hair and blue
Yeah.
eyes.
It was neat because
I'm Goku. I'm from Sweden.
Yes, exactly, and of course the tail. Goku gets his tail back,
Yeah.
which was cool too. Didn't really like the way that Vegeta attained the level.
Oh.
But,
Bulma, you cheat.
Bulma, you cheated. Yes. But in Battle of Gods, this looks like a movie that is going to be really amazing. It's the first, as far as I understand, the first Japanese IMAX movie that they've ever had in Japan. So that just tells you how big this movie is over there. Now,
And all the disappointment for me because I went to the official site and I saw it was talking about IMAXs. I'm just like,
yeah, where's
yeah.
ours?
So I'm clicking. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You want to spend a couple $1,000 to take a flight over there and get a translator?
Which there was actually a guy that is actually going over there. But he
We're
doesn't
too
speak
poor for that.
We're too poor for that, yeah. But he was going to go over there. He has a petition and everything that I'm sure you can find him on that.
Oh yeah, sign every petition.
Sign every
you can
petition.
Find.
We need to have this movie brought over.
Yes,
Whether
in the theaters.
In theaters would be awesome. And
I
in
want
IMAX.
speakers to rumble me
Yeah.
as people are powering up. If I'm going to watch somebody power up for a half an hour, I at least want some rumble going on.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be bigger than life. You have to do it on a big screen. So I mean, it would be great to see Toei and Fox bring this to the United States.
You hear that, Fox?
And